Standard 12. Today we are going to study topic asexual reproduction from chapter 1, reproduction in organisms. Reproduction. It is the process of organisms to obtain their young ones. So students, reproduction actually is the process in which the organism is able to obtain their young ones. Students, here young ones represents their children. Reproduction is of two types. It can be asexual reproduction or can be sexual reproduction. Students, when we say asexual reproduction, so asexual reproduction is the method of reproduction in which a single individual, a single parent give rise to their young ones. So students, here if you concentrate, then the organism, single organism is dividing to give rise to two daughter cells. Even here in yeast, the single parent cell is forming the daughter cell. So students, in the asexual method of reproduction, there is no involvement of male and female sexual reproductive organs. Whereas in the sexual reproduction, there is involvement of male and female reproductive organs and their gametes. So students, if we concentrate here in this diagram, we will be able to notice here the male gamete and the female gamete. And when the male gamete and the female gamete fertilize, then the zygote is formed. So students, here we can clearly notice that in the sexual method, male gamete and female gamete is involved. Here the male gamete is the sperm and the female gamete is the egg. The same concept here also is explained, students. In asexual reproduction, only one parent is required, and which will be helpful in obtaining their young ones. Asexual reproduction is of following types: binary fission, fragmentation, and sporulation. So students, in binary fission and fragmentation along with sporulation, asexual method of reproduction takes place. Now students, let's understand what is binary fission. Binary fission, it is the process in which the organisms get converted into two daughter cells. So students, binary fission is actually the asexual method of reproduction in which the parent organism will give rise to two daughter cells. Now students, this concept of binary fission can be well understood with the help of this diagram, where we can easily notice that the parent cell amoeba is undergoing the process of cytokinesis and karyokinesis, as a result of which two daughter amoeba cells are formed. So students, here you can notice that from one parent cell, two daughter cells are formed. Here the parent amoebal cell was neither male nor a female, rather was a single parent, but even then it produced two daughter cells. So this is called as binary fission. Fragmentation. It is the process in which organisms get converted into small fragments and which further forms daughter cells. So students, fragmentation is also an asexual method of reproduction in which the parent cell will get converted into fragments. Now students, here fragments means pieces, and these pieces will further get converted into daughter cells. So students, if we consider this example where this is the Spirogyra, we can notice the Spirogyra is forming fragments. So students, these are the fragments which you can see, which is formed from the same parent Spirogyra. So students, the Spirogyra is getting broken down into small fragments, that is small pieces, and each piece is further growing, as you can see, to a complete mature Spirogyra. So it's this process of asexual method is called as fragmentation. Sporulation. It is the process in which organisms withstand unfavorable conditions by forming a hard outermost covering. So students, here in the sporulation, the spores will be protected during the unfavorable condition by the process of sporulation, in which huge number of spores will be formed and they will be protected. Since this process is called as sporulation. Gametogenesis. It is the process in which gamete is formed within reproductive organs of male and female. So its gametogenesis is actually the process in which gamete, gametes, which are the reproductive cells, gets formed in the reproductive organs of male and female. So students, if the sperm, which is the male gamete, gets synthesized in the testis, then that process is called as spermatogenesis, as you can see. And if egg, this is an egg, if this egg gets synthesized in the ovary of female, then this process will be called as oogenesis. So students, taken collectively, oogenesis and spermatogenesis are called as gametogenesis. Fertilization. It is the process in which male and female gamete gets fused to form zygote. Students, in this diagram you can notice the sperm and you can notice the egg. So when the sperm fertilizes the egg, then this process is called as fertilization. Sexuality in organisms. It is the condition of the organisms in which an organism is determined as male or female. So students, in the sexuality of organisms, the condition is such that if the male and female both reproductive organs remain present, then that is monoecious condition. And if either male or female reproductive organ remains present in the organism, then that is called as dioecious. So students, monoecious condition has both male and female reproductive organs in the organism, whereas in the dioecious condition, either male or female reproductive organs, that is any one of the two, is present, then that is called as dioecious organism. So the condition of dioecious also can be followed in this diagram. These are those organisms which has both male and female reproductive organs. So students, if you notice this diagram of flower, then you can notice here that there is presence of female reproductive organ and there is also presence of male reproductive organ. So such condition is called as dioecious condition. Embryogenesis. It is the process in which zygote undergoes several cell divisions to form embryo. Now students, embryogenesis is the process in which zygote gets divided into huge number of cells by the process of cell division and forms embryo. And this formation of embryo from the zygote is called as embryogenesis. So students, if you notice this cell, you can find that the cell undergoes huge number of cellular divisions. And these cellular divisions finally lead to the formation of embryo. And this process is called as embryogenesis. Fruit is the most important part of plant which possesses seeds in it. Students, we know that it is the fruit which possesses the seeds inside it. Students, if you concentrate here in this diagram, you can see the seed which is present in the center of the fruit. Students, the fruits also have layers which protects the fruit. These protective layers of fruit are generally three in number, which are epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp. Now epicarp is called as the outermost layer of fruit, whereas the mesocarp is called as the middle layer of fruit and endocarp as the innermost layer of fruit. Students, taken collectively, these all three layers, the fruit wall is formed. Now students, let's discuss an important question. What are various types of fertilization? There are two types of fertilization: external fertilization and internal fertilization. Thank you, students.